President Blewett, members of the board, and superintendent, thank you so much for letting me speak tonight. November 9th. That is the last day that Jonathan Mayfield, a music major at my school, was alive. In less time than it takes to speak these words, someone lost a brother, a son, a friend, and a student. What saddens me even more is that this is not a singular incident. The city of Milwaukee had 100 homicides last year alone. That is a staggering number. 100 people who will no longer breathe, think, grow, or contribute to our community. There have been many efforts by people and groups all over this country to curb gun violence, but it would appear to be a bleak uphill battle, though, because they seem to have gotten nowhere in their fight to remove guns from our nation's streets and homes. To truly understand the nature of the beast, though, we must understand the nature of the law. The Constitution itself is what dictates our right to bear arms. The Second Amendment states that a well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Many interpret this passage to mean that all citizens, barring some, have the right to carry firearms, and they would be correct. Looking closer, though, I see why this freedom was bestowed upon us. The Army was drawn then, as it is now, from the people. However, many things have changed. You apply to be in the Army. You go through rigorous training, and you do not keep your weapon in your house. When the framers were alive, the members of the armed forces would be called directly from their homes to battle. They supplied their own weapons. It would have been very dangerous for the free state, for the militia not to have the freedom to carry arms. Some will argue that although they are not being called out of their houses to fight the British in the middle of the night, they still need a gun for protection. People feel vulnerable in their homes, imagining the hordes of evildoers who at any moment might be trying to pick a lock or pry open a window. For them, I truly feel sorry. It must be awful to live in fear. In this world in which we reside, I believe it takes courage and strength of character to realize that sometimes we must put aside our own personal comfort for the greater good. We must put away our fear so that the ideals of liberty and democracy, safety for our citizens, and peace might have a chance to flourish. I entreat those who would cling to their guns for simple protection to think of the 100 lives that might have been protected had a gun not been available to the assailant. The Second Amendment was created to help guarantee our safety. I believe that in this modern time, it proves to be more of a threat to our safety than a safeguard. I believe that in this modern time, we need a change. I have no solutions to this problem, and I understand that it is a multifaceted issue, with hunters and gamesmen using guns in an appropriate way that is a tradition in our state. I will not pretend I know exactly what to do. I don't. What I do know is that the Constitution was created to protect the freedoms of people like Jonathan Mayfield. And when it begins to be the document that helps to violate those freedoms, then it is time for a change. And something has got to change. Thank you.